Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. On first down, Simeon looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Roethlisberger. And his first pass is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
So 2nd and 10 here. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back, away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Sammy Coates has it complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol.
All right, here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
All right, Bart, I'm going to ask you this just one time.
Okay.
Did you have Emmanuel Sanders in your fantasy league?
You know, I know that you like to bring up my fantasy team because I lost in the playoffs.
No, that's not why I brought it up.
No. Why'd you bring it up?
Because you lost in the playoffs. But anyway, Emmanuel Sanders, you should have had him. He only had 48 yards in Week 15, but that was good enough to get him over 1,000 for the 3rd straight year. Boy, is he a weapon.
3rd straight year. He is a big weapon and something that is a nice compliment to the Marius Thomas.
Yeah, and I think next year, you got to think about drafting him.
Thanks. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Back to the air, Simeon on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Lawrence Timmons. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that.
And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, 55 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Again, they run. Again, it's forced. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
Let's go!
3rd and long. It's Simeon. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off William Gay. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Bradley Roby, the cornerback, there to make the stop. Bell, of course, missed the first few games of the season, but still top 5 in the league in rushing. Was, though, held under 100 in Week 15.
Well, he probably used a lot of that in Week 14 at Buffalo when he ran for 236 yards.
I think he's still running against Buffalo.
So he probably left a little behind, but what a matchup issue he is for any defense because of his ability to split out from the backfield and catch the football as well.
Jared Crick there to get him down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And they will take over at the 20.
When we talk about Aqib Talib, technique is not the word that comes to mind, but don't worry about that. This guy anticipates as well as anyone in the league, and he did just that, picking off another pass.
So the Broncos coming out now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
2nd and 10, Simeon again. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a first down throw, Simeon. And caught, right side, Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Another pistol look here. On 1st and 10, Simeon. Left side here to Sanders. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To the air again, Simeon. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Okay, give me that stat on Antonio Brown that we dug up before the game.
You mean that stat about how many catches over a 4-year period, that maybe he would be the #1 guy in the NFL if he passed Marvin Harrison, the recent Hall of Famer?
Yes.
That stat?
469, right?
Yeah, he got it done.
That's the reception number over a 4-year span.
He got it done even though he only had 3 catches in the game at Cincinnati. But let's face it, if he only gets 3 in one game, look out in the next one. He may explode.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Wide open receiver complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
On first down.